Hello everyone, how are you? This is Tona Brown. I just wanted to get back to you guys and let you know that I really appreciate the love and support you've all been giving me with this video blog. And also I wanted to talk to you guys about relationships a little more because I've been getting some very heartfelt messages from a lot of women around the country dealing with different issues, dealing with men, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it. First, by sharing my own personal experience, and also by talking about things that I'm hearing and some of the things that you guys are relating to me and some of the questions. Please keep them coming. Now, I am currently single by choice. Um, and it's just simply because I'm really pursuing my career. And those who follow my YouTube channel as a whole, as well as my Facebook, on Tona Brown on Facebook and my Twitter, know that I've been extremely busy, which is why I gave you so many videos before the December month, because it's just insanity. I have another concert tomorrow night. But I'm single again, and like Trina says, back on the prowl and dating and stuff. And I have to tell you, some of the things that you guys are communicating with me, um, I've dealt with, I face on a daily basis. And the difference is the way I handle them. Now, first off, I went on a date with someone about 3 or 4 months ago. Absolutely gorgeous guy. Very nice, has his own business, which I really like because am an entrepreneur myself. And it went very, very well, only to find out that he was married. Now, a lot of you write me about this situation, and what you tend to say is, well, it's just complicated. The situation is complicated, blah 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 blah. Affairs of the heart, your emotions are complicated, but the facts are not complicated. The man is married. Duh. That's not the one for you. Now, this man is actually separated. So that's a little different. But even still, I'm not going to deal with that. If you want to be with me, you need to get a divorce. You're not legally separated, you're just separated. And when I ask you when are you going to finish your divorce, or when are you going to start working on that, it gets quiet. And the only response was, well, I don't want her to have my money. Darling, she already has your money. She has every right to your money because you married her. So, again, one of the things that I notice that is so sad is how many of you are allowing yourselves to be in relationships with men that are not either emotionally available or even available at all. Um, and so I wanted to share that with you because I just got a text from him not too long ago saying, hey, are we never going to go out again? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, did you get a divorce? you know, if you haven't gotten divorced, there's nothing for us to talk about because I'm not going to continue to date you, develop feelings for you, just to find out that you are never going to get a divorce. And just to let most of you ladies know, if he hasn't put in the paperwork for a divorce, it's not going to happen until he wants it to happen. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with how fabulous you are or how amazing you are. That's his decision. And you have to allow him to make that decision. And when he makes that decision, then it's up to me even to decide if I even want to be with him, at all. Because what is going on? It's been 3 years. You've been separated, and do you really want to go back to your wife and you don't know how to deal with this situation? And according to him, she has someone else in her life. So what is the problem? What is taking so long? It's not a financial issue, which everyone loves, especially men. They love to use that excuse. It's not a financial issue. This man makes very, very good money. So it's not that you don't want to go through all of the drama this divorce is going to bring on and all that. And I totally understand that. But therefore, I'm out doing my thing because I'm not going to sit around waiting for that. Um, it is about you. And I was having a conversation with a few friends, in fact, over the past couple weeks about this. Men are going to be who they are, but A man is only going to treat you the way you allow them to treat you. Did you hear me? I get all these emails and I feel for these young ladies who have not been taught that or want to ignore it. Either of it is your choice. Excuse me. Either of it is your choice, but when you end up in these situations, you can't complain about it. If I decide to be with him knowing that he's married and it's promising to get divorced and it never happens, and here we are 4 or 5 years down the line and living together and all of this, and he still has not taken care of getting rid of his wife, then that is a situation I brought upon myself. And what I notice a lot of times with a lot of the girls is that because you are who you are, you feel that you deserve less. You do not deserve less. Because, first of all, if this man went through all of this to get to know you, he came to you. He sent you an email. He saw you out on the street. Whatever the case may have been, then it's his job to come to you single. That's the first part, you know. And if he's not single, then it's your job to say, I'm worth more than that. Period. If you decide that you're going to still deal with this man, then you are going to have to go ahead and take the consequences of whatever happens. Um, Another thing I've been noticing in my emails is that a lot of you don't really have relationships with these men. A relationship is not hooking up. A relationship is not seeing someone sporadically every once in a blue moon. That's not a relationship. What you've allowed yourself to be is the jump off girl. And if that is okay with you, then enjoy having a good time with him and see it in that way and in that light. But that's not a relationship in the full sense of what a relationship entails. You don't go out with this person on a regular basis. This person is attached to one or multiple other people. You haven't had the conversation about being monogamous. So therefore, you don't have a relationship. And some of you, I'm going back and forth with you and I'm trying to be there for you. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, you're not even in a relationship with this man. It's time for women to take ownership for themselves. That's the only person and the only thing that you actually can do and say, okay, look, I don't know what someone else is doing in their life because it's not really my place to know. It's not my place to judge. It's not my place to hound a man. I don't have that kind of time because I'm a very busy woman. But what I don't want in my life is someone who's going to cheat on me. What I don't want in my life is someone that's going to lie when we're supposedly together. Okay? That is your choice. And you have every right to that choice. So until you believe it, you will not receive it. And the problem is, a lot of us get all emotionally involved because we're emotional creatures. And then we look back on it and we want to spread all this hate towards men. When you allow yourself to be in those situations, then that is exactly what you're going to get. And this is not to be harsh, but it's just the reality of it. Take responsibility for yourself. I know that I really like this guy. I think that we could be together. I think that he's a nice person. Went out on a couple dates with him and he's constantly trying to go out again. But after I found out he was married, guess what? Next. And that's the way I look at it. And so that's something that's helped me. In all of my relationships, I've never really been in a real relationship with someone who I felt did not want to be with me. And so it hurts me that so many of you are in these relationships and are hurting the way you're hurting. So I just really wanted to, make a comment about that. Oh, my phone. Um, a comment about that and say that I'm really, really, really sorry to hear some of these things. All right, bye.